But right here we got a special announcement now with the new Gremory patch. We got one dude that told me, like, I got a lot of resources and I know it's hard for you to showcase the characters to a2-20 which people would like to see. Guess what? I got a full account. If you want to a2-20 the character straight away, let's do it. So first and foremost, this character is absolutely obnoxious. I can tell it from the get-go, but we might see something absolutely enormous. This is why I believe that the step-up banners are a little bit caca. But that is a Celicas. And we get, I would like to say troll, but this is like, oh, we got a purple commit. Ew, compass of the Asian power. Isn't this? This is that. What? Who's this? Another purple. Ew. What? Godlike. Yo, this one is gorgeous. Okay, that's something that I was willing to do anyway. It looks like it's a she, guys. For those of you who were curious, it's looking like a she. 26%. Seems easy, right? Now that is pretty good, guys. I want to have the UT1 to a 5-star the most, because that one is going to give us the biggest amount of damage, that's for sure. Because I believe that to be the biggest damage dealer on her end for Eclipse and most of the content. It does have defense ignore, it does have healing rate reduction. This pillow is as disturbing as ever. There's actually a phobia where if there's multiple eye looking things on something, people go absolutely nuts. This could trigger people. Can somebody Google what the name of that is? That eye phobia? 50%. This is why I hate it. Trypophobia, that's what it is. If you Google it actually with the pictures, it's actually, it causes some disturbing in my own mojo, right? One of these things, that would be awesome. Eee, we got this one. Awesome. If anything, it would be marvelous to get it up higher. So what I'm looking for once again is either attack or something mana, if possible. If it's not, then we are considered a little bit unlucky. But yeah, with the attack speed on this one, we're just gonna keep Okay, next one up. Okay, made it. Now let's get the force. Hey, awesome. Unleash the beast. Oh, that thing looks ridiculous. Even get to see the awakening animation. There's so much ethers in this, man. Holy balls. 220, finally, it took us a little bit, but we finally got enough attack from this. The only downside is we don't have any extra from that, but yeah, that is something that we'll have to figure out along the way. Let's first try her out in SHakmeh, and for what I've saw after about maybe 10 runs, I thought to myself, this is very underwhelming. This was at the point where she was still A2 plus 19, and all I saw was her adding damage to the Zerah. Now do keep in mind that Zerah's taking all of the buffs because she has more attack. However, if I would really point it out, I don't think the damage would increase all that much. One reason for it being, Gremory's kit does have more damage because she has defense ignore, which is quite useless as SHakmeh because he barely has any defense. So in my verdict, for Lil SHakmeh, quite bad. For Big SHakmeh with the UT3, she might be a great amper for your other team. So to maximize damage, what you gotta do is you save up all of your mana, basically. Because if you can then do it like this, open up the big damages, there. You open up S1 twice, 3 times, open up the other skill, big skill, and open it up once again, open this up, and you can 3 times rotate the S1 and get maximum damage. That's basically how you do it. Would there be some other strategies? Most likely, but this is what I like so far. As for the soul weapon, you could probably cast it just before the whole knockdown phase starts. That is something that we could try as well in the next one. But yeah, since she is that mana heavy, that might be a hellish feature to go through. So I'm gonna pop the soul weapon right now, pop the other one, there you go, this, that, this one once again, pop the rest, and this time I'm once again a little bit slower, but I could have actually made it. That way the damage would significantly rise. That is something that you could think about. But if I look at the actual damage of an a2-20, I am not that amazed. I'm actually not amazed. But since we can pop every other skill every single time, we can open up this S3, and I'm assuming everything will die at the same time while still having enough mana. See, we can keep spamming this S3, so I believe that she is a monstrous Eclipse character. Monstrous Eclipse character. See, here we go. We can keep spamming this for absolutely no reason. We can keep Rahardna while spamming this. And then once this boss pops up, no problem. We're just going to hit him. The only downside is I'm not quite sure whether we can one-shot this dude because it's multiple hits or not. But we're about to find that out. Because here's where it's at. The character is dead. So with the upcoming resets every single time, no AoE is a problem. You can just pop this once again, pop it again, yay, and there we go. Dead. The only thing that I would think that she could use is not the mana regeneration by anything, but the attack speed, because as slothy as she is, not slutty, slothy as she is slow. Right? Casting animations really slow. Does that really bother me? No. But it is something to keep in mind. And since she, every single time that she uses the S4, just doesn't get into range as fast, it takes up a little bit of time to get into range and then kill things. But in all fairness, do I see this character as, let's say, a new Lorraine to kill this content? Maybe not. But she does have the potential to really do good, because right now what I'm dealing with is the fact that I cannot one-shot these things. If I could, however, that would be a totally different question. Because this is an a2-20, which takes still up a little bit of time. But I believe that her power is coming from the fact that she can practically one-shot a lot of bosses. But do keep in mind, guys, that this character is running with the best Eclipse team. The best Eclipse team, which is Rahardna and Fallen Fray. If you put those two together, it's absolutely busted. All that you need is a lot of attack speed and a lot of mana. Everything is dead. Surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen. We kill things super fast. And this is where she actually falls off a little bit, because her damage is still not enough to really beat the AoE part. But now is where it comes down. No defense ignore in S3, true, but you can triple it out if you really want to. But as long as this thing gets one pop, then I would be pretty solid and pretty keen on her. But here is where I believe she falls off as well in terms of Eclipse, because you can kill the cucaracha like that, but you cannot kill it in one go. So yeah, is she really good? Is she bad? I would answer like no to all of those questions. Like, she's not bad by any chance, but she could definitely be better than what she is right now. That's what I believe, at least. Because you can If I grant myself enough time like this, like I can open up an easy double S1. The shield is quite bonkers though. But that is a maxed out Fallen Fray. Because if I can double S1, that is all the damage that I need. That S1 is purely damage with ignore defense. And here you find out once again that ignore defense in itself is just one broken stat after the other. It's just obnoxious. If I do this once again, I'm assuming this thing will die, but even that is not the case. So, and now that the shield is gone, chances are I might die at this point. Yep. So 53 is about max that she can get. Can she do her own trials? Answer is fuck no. She's weak. Holy balls. Let's try that one more time. Like, this basically shows that she's not able. So, is she good for the trials? No. From the looks of it, hell no. Yeah, she deals absolutely zero damage to that thing. Absolutely zero damage. But if this is one of the 5 primordial demons, I'm like, yo, these dudes are scrubs. That's all there is to it. But I find it funny that you can basically open up with a lot of mana. Her S1 is stupid PvP skill, and the S2 opener skill, but bad damage. Well, here's one of them that I would doubt that I would ever be able to beat. Yeah, if she has no damage whatsoever, then she's gonna be bad regardless. And one of the things, right, her S2 only hits one person. If it could hit multiple people, then she can be boss of League of Victory. Ouch. That, my friend, is just nasty. Like, here's a shield, right? We just bought that lady in there. But here's the ridiculous part. We're not doing any damage, like none whatsoever, right? She's not even as good as a disruptor. Maybe you could build her super bruiser, but you're not making an assassin just for that. I would be very much surprised if I will be able to do something. What I can do, however, is actually open up the S2 and heal up 50% of my HP, but that would mean that I need a lot, and I mean a lot of extras. So in terms of a sheer burst, definitely not the case. But if you can make her with a ridiculous amount of HP, you could at least allow her to survive a little bit more. That's about it. Yeah, that cannot help against the Lilia. It doesn't matter. So this is gutter trash. He actually has DPS Mediana for what I remember. Well, that did some damage, but it took us 12,000 hours to get there. Looks solid. Well, I'm not sure what you think about this, but nah, man, I need to try and make this work. I feel like I'm fucking obligated to do so. Cancel that one up. Bye. Yoink. Cakeberry got cooked. Put on the wrong skill. Oh, we finally got some damage out. What is this? I'm dead. Okay. So the S3 actually hit everybody. It did some damage, but it still feels so lackluster. So on to Galgoria 4. I would assume that she is good here. However, I thought she would be better in most cases. The same for PvP, but she is very, very slow. So am I a fan so far of her? Would I recommend her? I would say no. There are many other busted characters that are really, really good. Hopefully they will buff her at some point. That's my first impression for sure. But hey, she actually takes the cake right now. She gets all of her skills sealed. Unfortunately, that will not allow her to reset her own skills, I believe. But that would be highly, highly interesting. So far is that the damage is quite solid and we're able to do it. Is this a DPS from the DPS or support perspective? This is the DPS perspective for sure. I can put her on a more supportive role, but that's it. That is her 50k skin, my friend. So right now she's taking the cake. Let's see if we gnaw this one up, but apparently not because we get interrupted before all that. That is the sad part, but nothing that we can do about it. So at least our damages are doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? I think her UT3 would have been the best in terms of support, but I was hoping for the UT1 to be the best for DPS. Okay, so 4 is quite easily done, but 5 will be the bigger question. And her damage is doing what it should do, right? But I honestly believe that Cakeberry would actually be better here. Alright guys, that is it for the video. Hope you guys still enjoyed whether I got mass salty or not. So I hope it gave you an insight of how good Gremory is. Now there's a few things that do cross my mind for actually playing this character. Now she has a perk that is not played in this video, which means that if you get a lot of mana, her skills will